The trade war between China and the US has been quite the roller coaster. As you know, Donald Trump has slapped tariffs on Beijing, with up to 245% on some Chinese goods. Now, solar panels are part of the collateral damage, with tariffs up to 3,521%. Yes, levies worth more than 3,500%. But here's the catch. The US has not served this blow to China directly. Instead, Washington is planning to impose tariffs on imports of solar panels from 4 Southeast Asian countries: Cambodia, Thailand, Malaysia, and Vietnam, in order to hurt Beijing. Why is that? And what does this mean for the fight against climate change? Here's a report.
US President Donald Trump is on the warpath against clean energy, and this time, this is his target: solar panels. The US Commerce Department is preparing to impose tariffs on solar panels. Of how much? Up to 3,521%. Yes, you heard that right. US trade officials have announced plans to impose tariffs of up to 3,521% on imports of solar panels from 4 Southeast Asian countries: Cambodia, Thailand, Malaysia, and Vietnam. The proposed levies will target companies producing solar goods. But why are these countries on Trump's target list? Because they are simply a go-around. Trump's real target is China, which has been accused of flooding the market with subsidized, cheap goods. To understand this, let's go back to Trump's first term. In 2018, Trump first imposed tariffs on solar cell and module imports. So in recent years, many Chinese firms have moved their operations to Southeast Asia in a bid to avoid them. And America continued to import solar equipment from the region. In 2023, the US imported almost $12 billion worth of solar equipment from 4 countries: Cambodia, Thailand, Malaysia, and Vietnam. Over time, this has become a major pain point for many major solar equipment producers in the US. So they asked the administration of then-President Joe Biden to protect their operations. The American Alliance for Solar Manufacturing Trade Committee, which is a group of manufacturers, called on the US government to launch an investigation. And about a year ago, the US Commerce Department did just that. Its findings showed how Chinese companies continue to overpower the market with their cheap goods. This was welcomed by the trade group. They called it a decisive victory for American manufacturing, which confirms how Chinese headquartered solar companies have been cheating the system. And now Trump has taken a step forward and announced the levies. They will vary between companies and countries where the products are made. Some solar equipment exporters in Cambodia face the highest duties of 3,521% because of what the US calls a lack of cooperation with the Commerce Department investigation. A China-based firm, Trina Solar, faces tariffs of 375% for the products it makes in Thailand. Meanwhile, products made in Malaysia by Chinese manufacturer Hinko Solar faces some of the lowest duties, of just over 41%. So what next? While the announcements have been made, a separate US government agency, the International Trade Commission, is due to reach a final decision on the tariffs in June. If they go ahead with the plan, the tariffs will most likely help US solar panel manufacturers, but no matter which way you look at it, tariffs increase the costs of goods. So this will mean rising prices of solar projects and extra costs for businesses as well as consumers who have long benefited from the cheaper solar products. Plus, there will be a greater price to pay in the long run. Clean energy has long been hailed as a high-stakes last resort in the fight against climate change. So amid rising global temperatures and worsening climate disasters, Trump tariffs are bound to hurt much more than Beijing.
At Firstpost, we are choosing to hold on to accuracy. That means we won't always be first. We may not get you your breaking alert. But what you will get is what we owe you. And that is the truth. Verified, checked, and cross-checked. We rely on sources and verified ones. After all, that's what separates a journalist from a loudspeaker. But sometimes even we miss a beat. And when we do, we will tell you. Like yesterday, we ran visuals from a registered news agency. That visual turned out to be fake. So we are taking accountability. And from now on, we will cite the source of every visual, every picture, every video that you see on Firstpost will have a source mentioned. That is our commitment to you. We will wait, we will verify, we will ask again, and only then will we tell you. No noise, no panic, just the facts. Because right now, that is what the country needs most.